Hello everybody again, welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. If you didn't watch the introduction tutorial episode, should we say, we'll start with this one. So this is my headquarters. Nice, shabby looking, lush. Basically I've got no money. Lovely, just what we all want, isn't it? No money. So yeah, I've chosen myself a Scania, as they're quite well renowned. And I've chosen my location as Manchester, as I'll be soon moving just south of Manchester. But we'll get on to getting a job done and do some driving, shall we go? Now, as always, we have to start off with quick jobs because we don't actually own a truck. We're too poor to own trucks. Now what I've liked to do in the past, and I play this game as kind of on my own, is I've done it price per distance. So the more pounds or euros per mile that we're doing. Always found it seems to be the better way of doing things. And then on top of that, you get to drive lots of different trucks on this gameplay. Unless you guys tell me otherwise in the description, in the comments, I will be buying a truck as soon as I possibly can, because the jobs seem to earn more money, which is, and in the end we can buy a bigger franchise and get ourselves moving. Unless obviously you guys say don't do that, do something else, and I will do that. My plan is to get at least one garage in every single city, or every single country, should I say, like a major pinnacle section of a country, somewhere where they can easily do local jobs until they can get further afield. So here we have one job that's going to pay 3,359 euros, which is 23.50 a mile. Going off to Denmark, which is always a bonus, because it means we get to see a new city and completely another country, which is always a nice thing to do. So, let's pick the job up, and let's get cracking. So, here's our truck. It's all coupled up together for us already, which is quite nice. It's a nice old Volvo, which I also quite like, the Volvos as well. I've always quite often get stuck between choosing Volvos or Scanias. But let's get ourselves going, shall we then? The other thing I do like to do is to open up everything in my local town, such as all the jobs, and every town I go to, or before I make the delivery, I will generally try and pick up the things I haven't seen, such as the showrooms and the local recruitment centres, shall we say. Before we get going as well, to let you know, I am using a joystick, so my movements won't be as perfect as they are with a steering wheel itself, but we'll keep it going. So there's our first recruitment place, which is always a bonus. It doesn't seem to have self-cancelling indicators, which is weird. I literally thought that was going to literally hit into us and turn right and see his indicator at all. Yep, curb. Not the best driver in the world, and I'm aiming to become, on this game, a driver which comes with very good control point of my deliveries, to make sure there's no damage to the deliveries and the trucks themselves, which will be very difficult for me, just to let you know. I have not played this a ton. I've watched a few people play it, and it seems like it probably is easier with a steering wheel. But all my local shops don't actually have any, which makes it very difficult for me to get hold of one. There's been an increase in speed. 1 second. Okay, so a bit about myself. I enjoy gaming. Oh, not the best at the gaming, as you can tell. So, I enjoy playing a lot of simulator games where I can sit back and just relax and not massively think about things. I also quite enjoy my strategy games. I play a lot of Total War. Unfortunately, since I've upgraded my computer and got up to Windows 10, Rome 2 does not seem to work. But if you want me to play certain games, I will leave in the description a list of games that I currently own, and enjoy playing. And if you want me to play anything else I have not got on my list, then let me know, and I shall try and find it for us. That's kind of it for the second. We're on the open road. We're taking a nice little short drive, getting onto a ferry, and then a very quick delivery, and that'll be it. And then I'll be back shortly. So, by all means, in the comments, please leave questions you wish to have answered, and I will answer as best I can for you. But as far as it's going with this truck, it's nice and comfortable, smooth. Very new game. It's got very good graphics compared to kind of some games that are out at the moment, I reckon. Looks like we're heading off to Newcastle at this point. Yeah, it looks like we're going to Grimsby to go to the ferry. We shall be coming off here any second now, hopefully. I was catching him up quite quickly. One thing you'll notice with my driving is I put cruise control on a lot, unfortunately, because it is easier for me to try and control the vehicle at that time. Really wish this coach would get moving though, it's starting to annoy me. Technically we have the right of way here, but in this game I've noticed that doesn't mean anything, as you can tell. He just pulls out. And there's the next one. It's all going. That was lucky. I actually thought that was staying as a lane for a little bit longer than that. That was just a guess as everyone's like braking. I just presumed we were going to 30 with the speed camera coming up. Now I need to go over to the other lane, which is difficult. Now, I'm not very good at roundabouts. That was probably the best I've taken ever. Don't expect that every time. I quite often bump the curb or take both lanes up. Quite common. But so far, I think it's going quite well. We're just coming up to the docks now, and we'll get going. So here we go. We're at Hull. I think it's called Esbjerg. I don't know how to pronounce that at all. 19 hours travelling time. It's going to cost 1,314. We don't pay that because we are subcontracted, shall we say, to this lorry. The people pick helps us quite a lot. So let's embark and get going. A push start system, which means I will slightly lose control as I go. If you would prefer, I didn't, and kept it on all the time. At the moment, I am coming off a cold. My daughter had a very severe chest infection, which unfortunately got passed on to both my wife and I. So I am a bit groggy at the moment, but starting to try and get videos out as soon as possible. My next video I will do a continuous talking, so everything I say will be picked up, and then you can decide what you prefer to see. Not too much further to go now, and then just chill out and reverse park. Hopefully this won't go completely wrong. To be fair, I've done a game where I've been done about 8-9 jobs in a row, and actually got a lot of my parking very, very well done. But watch this is going to go wrong. That was close. And brake on and detach. That was not far off. Okay, fantastic. Level up. Right, this is the leveling up system. So it comes into a range of 6 different categories. So you get 1 point per level. First one is ADR, which is like specialist kind of training for dangerous goods and stuff like that can cause damage. So you've got things like class 1, which is for explosives. So you've got dynamite, fireworks or ammunition. Class 2, which is flammable gases such as hydrogen, poisonous gases, stuff like that. Flammable liquids is class 3, which is petrol, diesel. Then you've got class 4, which is flammable solids, such as matches, magnesium. So actually stuff that comes as a solid item, but actually still can be made flammable very quickly. Then you've got class 6, which is toxins, such as poisons and biohazardous materials. Use needles, always a good one. And class 8, which is corrosion, such as acids and alkalines. Alkalines are very, very corrosive, by the way, in case you didn't know that. And the next one we've got is long distances. So, which is the one I always go into, which is to make our journeys further. And on this rank 1 you get deliveries up to 217 miles, 5% higher reward for delivery distances longer than 155 miles, and a 25% bonus, experience bonus, or so, for delivery distances. And then they just go up and up and up until you can deliver anywhere longer than 932 miles, you get a 30% reward bonus. High cargo. Such as you got like high-end vehicles and stuff like that. 18% bonus for experience, and that's what I normally go on to because all of them give you a 5% reward, I'm sure. So long distance gives you 25% experience, the high value gives you 18%, the fragile gives you 22%, just in time starts off at 20%, the second level gives you a 30% bonus for the urgent. And then you've got eco driving, which just saves you fuel whilst driving around, which at the moment, if we're using other people's trucks, not so essential, so bothered about that one. But eventually level 6 will save us 35% fuel, which is a massive difference. So I'm going to go into long distance because that is one of my favourites for starting. It helps me with the extra experience points straight away. And now that job is done, we shall end the video. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.